Hi guys, and welcome to this week's edition of the Coffee and Hero Show. Taking you now through my pull list this week. These are all the releases that are out this week, 9th of March. Tons of great stuff as always. Don't think a week goes by without tons of good stuff. But yeah, a lot of good stuff this week from DC, from Marvel, from the indie companies as well. Number one's new starting points. We've got great continuations of stories. We've got some titles starting to come to an end as well. So yeah, just to take you through what's on my list anyway. So the first one up, I'm going to show you the two issues at the same time. Simply because, as you well know, I collect the Detective Comics variants, which are done by Lee Bermejo. But they didn't arrive with us last week. They were one of the things that was missing through our delivery. So Diamond have sent them this week, which was 10.55. And then this week's release is 10.56 as well. So we're continuing on with this Shadows of the Bat weekly event. And that is two issues there. A big one this week definitely is Punisher. So this is Jason Aaron and Jesus Says, starting a new Punisher title now. It seems to be steeped in a wee bit of controversy. It looks like they're going to change the modus operandi of Punisher. It looks like he's going to focus on swords more than guns because that's so much less violent. But I'm just going to jump into it with no expectations and no preconceptions. I trust Jason Aaron an awful lot as a writer. Jesus Says a great artist as well. Looks like Paul Azaceta is involved as well. And yeah, it's a brand new number. At the end of the day, it's a new Punisher title. So, fingers crossed, it's going to be good. Also out this week is issue 5 of Hawkeye Kate Bishop, or Kate the Bishop, depending on how you know it. And again, this is the last issue in the series. So this will be hitting trade soon. If you have missed out, this has been a really fun title so far, and that finishes this week. This week, of course, sees Devil's Reign hitting our shelves as well. So first of all, look at that cover for number 5. Marco Cicchetto and Chip Zdarsky's amazing Devil's Reign series I can't say enough good things about. So issue 5 is out this week. But there's also a one-shot out this week, which is Devil's Reign Moon Knight as well, showing how Moon Knight fits into all of this. And look at that, Jed MacKay, isn't he everywhere? He's on writing duties for this one. Another miracle this week is a Star Wars title I'm looking forward to. I know, shock horror, but this is Star Wars Han Solo and Chewbacca. This is written by Mark Guggenheim. Just look at that cover, just absolutely glorious. So it is. And yeah, I mean, these are characters in Star Wars that I really enjoy. So I'm happy to see new stuff with Han Solo, with Chewbacca, stuff independent of the main narrative. I think the Skywalker stuff's just been banged over my head so much that I'm slightly put off it, but show me some more Han Solo stuff, I'm in. Next up, Strange Academy, number 17 this week as well. So Scotty Young, Humberto Ramos. I've spoken about this title so many times before. Easily one of Marvel's best and most consistent at the moment. Beautiful art every time and just well-written story as well. So Strange Academy there. Jeez, I'm on a lot of Marvel this week. What is going on? Next up, we have Thor number 23. So this is the culmination of God of Hammers. This arc has been brilliant. This is, for me, Thor's best arc so far. Donny Cates, Nick Klein. Always does better with Nick Klein on art, I think. Donny Cates, I think, has been nailing it in this arc. He sometimes gets accused of being all set up and no payoff. Hopefully that's not the case for this, because this arc genuinely has been class, dealing with the God of Hammers. A lot of good family stuff with Thor and Odinson as well. Next up we have Venom. We're up to issue 6, so Ram V is back on this one with Brian Hitch. I think it was Al Yoon on the previous issue. So this one we're obviously back to Dylan then as well. And this is a series that's been slowly growing on me. It's a bit more of a slow burn than the previous Venom stuff, but I'm really digging it at the moment. A few indie titles next up. So we have Daisy, which is from Colin Lorimer. So sort of a local boy, I suppose, who is writing and drawing this one. And this has been pretty cool so far as well. It's been dealing with Irish mythology. It's been quite a dark horror series in places and just really well told. We're at issue 4 of 5 now. So again, hitting trade soon if you've missed out on that one. Brand new number 1 this week, and this is from AWA Upshot. This is Hit Me. And this is a great team working on this. So you have Krista Faust, who has already been working on AWA titles before this, things like Bad Mother, things like Redemption. And then Priscilla Petrates, who I believe is the artist on Chariot as well, which is another AWA one. So they're always using the same in-house talent, which I think is great. It gives the titles a really good sort of, it's a unique look because you're used to it because it's in-house, you know what I mean? It's, there's a word I'm looking for, of course, that I can't find because I'm recording. But consistency, there's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, I think it does give that consistency because you've seen these creators work elsewhere. Hopefully you've enjoyed their stuff, so here's more of the same, and then it falls under that AWA title. So again, issue 1 of 5 there. Next up, we have The Good Asian, number 9. So Pontek Pishi shows. Love letter to Detective Noir. And again, another series I talk about all the time. If you haven't got on this before, the first trade is available. I highly recommend jumping on it. We have the finale this week of King of Spies, Mark Millar and Matteo Scalera's love letter to James Bond movies. Or what happens when James Bond gets old and he decides, I don't have a lot of life left, let's settle some scores. Again, fast-paced, tons of fun. A new one this week is from a team that I'm a big fan of, Jeff Lemire and Dustin Wayne, who of course did Descender, Ascender together. This is a new horror tinge title called Little Monsters. Don't know an awful lot about it if I'm completely honest, but that creative team has me very, very interested. So, and a brand new Image number 1 is always worth a punt, I think. Next up we have Primos, which is another AWA title. This is issue 2 of 4, so just a 4-issue one. This adventure title from AWA Studios by Al Madrigal and Carlo Barbera on art. This is one I still haven't jumped into, and we're as far as issue 3 now, but this is Juniper's Monkey Meat. I've heard this is an acquired taste to say the least, but I've collected the first couple of issues together. I'm going to sit down and read the 3 of them back to back, I think, maybe even tonight, just to get a sense of what it is about. But again, I like titles that maybe polarize people. Not everything just has to be middle of the road. Oh, that was okay. Sometimes what one person loves, another person hates, so looking forward to jumping into that. Next up we have Radiant Red, which is an offshoot, of course, of Radiant Black. Kyle Higgins, great sort of love letter to power. I'm saying love letter to a lot today. But yeah, this is an offshoot series. I think it's just going to be a wee mini-series. Yep, there we go, 1 of 5. So if you're enjoying the stuff in the Radiant Black world, or from Supermassive, or from Rogue Sun, might be worth jumping into. 7 Secrets, number 15 is also this week. We're approaching Endgame in 7 Secrets. I found out it's only going to be 18 issues, which I'm quite sad about. But it'll be 18 issues of absolute quality, because again, still one of the most consistent titles on the racks. Next up we have We Live, Age of the Palladiums. This is a follow-up to a 5-issue miniseries done by Aftershock before called We Live, which was fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to this coming back, because how We Live ended was not how you expected when it started, and I'm looking forward to seeing those story threads picked up upon. Yeah, big fan of We Live. We've got the trades in the Aftershock section if you want to get caught up, but I get the sneaky feeling this will stand on its own as well. A few more DCs just to finish off. We have next issue of the Joker, issue 13, I believe is the second last issue, so penultimate issue here. James Tynion, artist this time is Giuseppe Camuncoli. Ignore that punchline story, just cover that up. Just straight Joker story. I mean, being slightly unfair, but I just don't really read the punchline stuff, but the Joker stuff is more than worth it on its own. Absolutely love this title, and again, coming to an end soon. Hopefully we'll get a nice wee deluxe hardcover without the punchline stories. Next up we have Superman Son of Karl, issue 9. So this is part of a two-issue sort of mini event, if you will. You had it in the last issue of Nightwing, and then this is the follow-up issue with Superman Son of Karl. It's also a lovely connecting cover as well. Bruno Redondo on art, and of course Tom Taylor writing. And then 2 to finish off with, we have Future State Gotham. We're up as far as issue 11. So again, really enjoying the Future State Gotham stories, the Future State Batman stories, the next Batman stuff. We had sort of Future State Joker not too long ago as well. So again, cool series there. And then just to finish off, we have I Am Batman, which consistently has some of the best covers around. This of course has Jace's Batman relocated to New York as opposed to Gotham City. But yeah, John Ridley, Ken Lashley on art, can't go wrong there. So yeah, so that's my pull list for this week anyway. So as I say, good mixture of DC, Marvel and Indie. As ever, anything appeals to you, drop us a message. We'll always do our best to get you sorted or get stuff on pull lists for you so you definitely don't miss out. And I'll be putting up a ton of stuff on the website tomorrow as well to keep an eye out for. So as ever, I hope this proved useful, keeping you guys up to date with what's coming out. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I didn't put you to sleep, although I've been told I do for some people. Must be the soothing voice of mine. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in store soon. So I hope you're staying safe out there, and take it easy.